the care sector is a secondary labour market in the UK in terms of the image and the pay, and it's very difficult to find the right workers. With the increase in the demand, we would need a lot more workers in the workforce, and without the supply of the migrants, the sector may not be able to operate. From the research and from what the employers told us, that there are a number of attributes that migrant workers bring to the care sector. The first one is being really hardworking, being able to do a number of jobs, hard jobs, and also their attitude to care. In addition, many of them are very highly skilled, and they bring in their skills to the care sector, so the care sector becomes richer. In terms of whether migrant workers are taking the UK jobs, in our findings, we didn't find any evidence for that, neither from the employers or from the frontline workers, the UK frontline workers themselves. There wasn't that feeling. The employers have advertised widely for the jobs, but they end up with a lot of migrant workers coming in. So that wasn't seen at all. We have tried to look at different sources to have a glimpse of the profile of those who are working in the care sector. And overall, they are considerably younger than the UK workers, and there are proportionally more men among them, and they are quite highly qualified in relation to the jobs that they are doing. And that is actually, the qualification is very much appreciated by many employers because it adds a different dimension to the work they are doing. There is attractions to come to the UK, which varies by where you're coming from and your intentions about your future, and then the attractions to work in the care sector. If I focus on the attraction to work in the care sector, the majority is altruistic motives, which means that people like to work, like to care. They have tried somewhere else. They have tried retail or other jobs, but the caring sector attracts them. But also in many cases, particularly those coming from the Philippines or Africa, it suits very much their skills matrix. They have been trained as nurses. They have this caring approach, and they want to carry on working in the same sector. There is a number of motivations, and what we found that they may differ from those coming from EU and those coming from outside the EU. I think one of the main challenges to employers when employing migrant workers is really to understand the system and the requirement for the system. And the feeling that we got from the employers, that because there have been many changes recently in terms of migration policy and legislations, things like the point system and tier system, they found this quite confusing. And the comment was like, it's a changing signpost. So once they get their heads around one thing and they start to feel that they're doing it properly, there is something new. And that really kind of confuses a lot of employers. And I think good guidance and clear are very much needed in this area.